How we doing, folks? Meteorologist Steve Fundera here. A windy, a chilly, a cloudy, a sweater weathery weekend in store for us. It is trending on the dry side as this area of low pressure is battling dry air, so less rainfall than first anticipated. It's really struggling to creep up from the south. See this patch of rain barely making it on shore towards Hatteras and the Outer Banks. The area of low pressure is still way down towards the Space Coast and near Cape Canaveral. It's going to pull to the north and east and kind of go around the dry air, so it's going to be a little bit further offshore than first anticipated, so that does translate to a little less rainfall than originally thought. Most of the rain will be confined towards the Outer Banks this weekend. We'll see some build in later tonight and then into tomorrow morning, whereas the south side and Hampton Roads, we may just see a few showers tomorrow, and that's it with the clouds. The dry air coming at us from the north, we're seeing that with the dew points. These are going to take some time to increase. It's going to take some time for that moisture to get down to the surface to help produce some of the rain. And really, the dry air is getting down from this breeze that's been out of the north. This is going to pick up later on today, gusting over 30 miles an hour easily along the coastline. And then down along the Outer Banks, we're going to see gusts over 40 to even 50 miles an hour. So a windy, nasty kind of weekend for those along the Outer Banks. Classic nor'easter setup. Now this wind is going to block up the waterways and cause some issues with our next few high tide cycles. The incoming tide right now could cause some nuisance flooding in low-lying areas, mainly for the Outer Banks. And then the one tomorrow morning will cause some issues for some low-lying areas around the Hampton Roads area, but then particularly for the Outer Banks, there could be some ocean overwash with some of the water building up. So minor to nuisance flooding, which we're used to around Hampton Roads, but down along the Outer Banks, there could be some even more significant flooding with the ocean overwash. We're approaching high tide as we speak. We're getting close to 9 a.m., and this is the SurfChecks camera from Rodanthe. You can't even see the beach. Now, we know the beaches down there are small in general, but still, that ocean building in up to the dunes could cause some overwash on the roadways. If you have any driving to do up and down Highway 12, use some extra caution because there could be some water on the roadways and likely going to be some water on the roadways down there because of the high tide cycles and the wind. Now, around Hampton Roads, and for really most of us today, it's dry. It's just the clouds. Temperatures barely at 60. They're going to hold in the 50s for the day today. So what about the rain? Because we talked about the wind, we talked about the clouds, we talked about the tides. What about the rain? Not all that impressed with what we're seeing. Some models really trending dry, some hanging on to some of the rain. I tried to find something to portray it in the middle, but we're trending drier with this system. Clouds for the day today through this afternoon, we're dry. Through this evening, maybe some showers work in for the Outer Banks, but that's it. Now later tonight, we'll see some rain work into the Outer Banks, into parts of northeastern North Carolina. This is after midnight. We go into Sunday morning, few light showers around working south to north with that breeze, continuing into late morning, early afternoon, before then tapering on off into the evening and the late night hours on Sunday. And again, most of the rain for later tonight and Sunday will be confined towards the Outer Banks because you'll just be closer to the area low pressure. Even drier air works in by Monday, clears us out with a good amount of sunshine. We'll keep you posted online. Jeff is back in the Weather Center tonight, and then I'll be back in for all the shows tomorrow. Just keep an eye on the high tide cycles over the next this morning and then again tomorrow morning. Otherwise, grab the sweaters, stay safe, and enjoy a cloudy, gloomy weekend.